Narratively, the show is split. On one hand, it is willing to make room to explore Sartai's guilt over his friend and colleague Constable Kedkar's, Jitendra Joshi, death in the first season, and the impact it has had on the rest of the Kedkar family. A part of it touches upon cow vigilantes and Hindu nationalism briefly, updating Vikram Chandra's book and making sacred games more relevant for today's times. At the same time, the Ganesh Gaitan, Nawazuddin Siddiqui storyline spins its wheels in the opening episodes. Of course, it's still watchable moment to moment, but it feels like a rehash of his early arc from the first season. It's almost as if the Gaitan track is stalling so the Sartai track can catch up. Sacred Games 2 begins pretty much where we left off, with Sartai and Amb co-starred investigating the fallout shelter and its contents, a dead Trivedi, Chitranjan Tripathi. The nuclear plot links into Hisbudin, a fictional terror outfit that has ties to one Shahid Khan, Ranveer Shori, repeatedly mentioned but nowhere to be seen in the early going of Season 2, who's allegedly behind everything from the 1993 Bombay bombings to the 1999 Kandahar hijacking, per Inspector Majid Ali Khan, Amir Bashir. As part of a new investigation team, Sartai and Majid then set out to find Shahid Khan, while the former digs into Guruji, Pankaj Tripathi, the spiritual guru whom Gaitan referred to as his third father. That brings into play Guruji's longtime follower Betty Abhiman, Kalki Kochlan, who oversees the Mumbai ashram, and is one of several new female characters on Sacred Games Season 2. There's a much bigger role, at least in the first few episodes, for raw agent Kisam Devi Yadav, Amrita Subhash, a character that has been gender-flipped from the book. Early in Season 2, Gaitan is approached by Trivedi and Yadav to work for them in Mombasa, Kenya. Naturally, he rebuffs the offer as there's only one thing on his mind: return home and take revenge on Sulaiman Isa, Saurabh Sachdeva, who nearly got him killed in prison, with Gaitan barely escaping with his life. But things have drastically changed. In Bombay, police have cracked down on gangs in the wake of the 1992-93 riots, while Isa has climbed the ladder after shifting base to Dubai. The parallels to Dawood Ibrahim, which the character is based on, naturally continue. Gaitan is both adrift and powerless, and with no cards left to play, he accepts Yadav's offer to essentially become a government pawn. Working for her means listening and compromises though, which eventually breaks Gaitan's spirit. No wonder then that a guy who doesn't believe in God turns to a guru, with prodding from Trivedi, lacking the answers and control he desperately seeks. In building to Guruji's introduction from all sides, Sacred Games 2 also cheekily foreshadows the potentially literal, but for now, metaphorical, nuclear cloud cast over everyone by giving Tripathi lines such as "time is radioactive." With Tripathi having a bigger presence in the second season, the writers, head writer Varun Grover and his new writing team of Dhruv Narang, Gormand, Nipath, Hey Prabhu, and Pooja Chalani, can expand on the Hindu mythological angles of the story. Sacred Games 2 also pushes on the otherworldliness by incorporating multiple dream sequences in the first 3 episodes, which allows the characters' deepest fears and concerns to rise to the surface. That helps avoid exposition, though it's not always as effective elsewhere. Thankfully, the dynamic between the actors, and the profanity-laden repartee between characters, makes for easy viewing. That's especially true of the conversations between Gaitan and Yadav, and Gaitan and Jojo Mascarenas, Servin Chawla, the talent manager madam who was killed off in the opening moments of Season 1 but has a much bigger presence on Season 2. Both women are unafraid of Gaitan, which contributes heavily to the dynamic, and it's made more intriguing by the hints at the darkness in their respective world, be it demons in the past, or a terrible fate around the corner. On the filmmaking side of things, the most eye-catching bit in the early going is a showy 1-minute-long take that's part of a chase sequence and involves going up a 4-story building. But at the same time, Sacred Games 2 also makes some